I love the weapons on offer in the latest Modern Warfare. The time to kill makes it seem like each gun is as powerful as the last, barred a few exceptions. But something inside me misses some of the guns that we got to use in the old games. I'd just love to see how they fared in the latest game. So today we'll list them with thanks to Jake for the suggestion. So hit that subscribe button and follow me as I run down a list of 10 classic Modern Warfare guns I want in Modern Warfare 2. Number 10. The UMP-45. With this list I'm going to take a look at guns from different angles. Obviously the UMP could absolutely break the meta and Warzone lobbies will be plagued with it, but I'd just love to see it back in play again and see how it fares against the likes of the Kastov and the Fennec. Would it be as broken as people remember it? Probably. We only really got to compare the UMP with the other guns in the OG Modern Warfare 2, so it would be interesting to see if it would reign supreme yet again. Another way I'd like to see it come back is as a balanced weapon that puts it up to the high end guns without completely blowing them out of the water. We got the Striker 45 in Modern Warfare, which is basically the UMP, but that hit with about the same force as if you were trying to punch somebody in your dream. So I think it's time we honour the UMP's existence and bring it back properly. Number 9. The Barrett 50 cal. It's hard to find a more satisfying sound than the firing of a Barrett 50 cal. In each of the original trilogy games it was a pretty viable option. Although being a sniper that in real life is used as an anti-material rifle, it should be able to disarm an enemy. Literally.
Big whoop, I'm spooning a Barrett 50 cal. I could kill a building.
The snipers are below par in the latest Modern Warfare, with the Victus probably being your best option. But even that doesn't down in one shot in Warzone unless you have the barrel shoved down the enemy's throat. So imagine the Victus with more range, damage and with semi-auto capability. You'd tear through shields like they were part of your diet. A quick double tap to down an enemy makes me warm and fuzzy inside. That is of course until I'm beamed from out of nowhere by someone with the same idea. Number 8. The F2000. Okay, put your pitchforks down and hear me out. I know the F2000 was a bad gun, I put it in my list of worst guns in COD history, but I think it's about time that the F2000 got a second chance. It was so hard done by in Modern Warfare 2 that it deserves a revival with new and improved stats. Bump up the damage, improve the iron sights and give it a sleek modern look. I'd never use any other gun. As I said, the actual gun is a personal favourite of mine thanks to the Splinter Cell games. In fact, I think they should incorporate the sticky shockers into this one too. I just want to see it do well. It's like the underdog of assault rifles and this is its chance to make it big. So please Infinity Ward, I know I'm the only person in the entire planet asking for this return, but at least I'm still asking. Number 7. The MP7. Alright, I know we have the Vel 45 in Modern Warfare 2, but that's just an imposter. And on that note, Activision or Infinity Ward or whoever's responsible, just buy the damn license for the gun name so we don't have a B-Tech names like the Vel or the Fennec. They're literally becoming the Pro Evolution Soccer of first person shooters. Like instead of having Leeds versus Liverpool, you'll have Yorkshire White against Merseyside Red. Speaking of football, you're earning enough money from Messi and Neymar skins anyway, so you've no reason for it. Almost lost me there for a sec. Anyway, I know we already have the MP7 in some sense, but it pales in comparison to the Modern Warfare 3 days. The gun with less recoil than a combat knife would beam gulaggers out of the sky like an anti-air cannon. The version we have now isn't the worst gun, but it's a far cry from the best. Anything outside of a 5 meter radius will have you hitting walls, ceilings and innocent bystanders before you even hit your enemy. I want an MP7 that can go toe to toe with the Fennec and the Lockman. Ugh, just feels dirty saying those names. Number 6. The G36C. Seems like an age and a half since we last saw the G36C. Excluding remasters, the last time we did see it was in Modern Warfare 3, which came out in 2011. Jesus, I'm old. I have a personal love for the G36 for a multitude of reasons. It was the first gun I used in Airsoft when I was around 12 years old. But also, my first ever YouTube video was Modern Warfare 3 gameplay while using the G36. And look how far I've come. For the general public, the G36 is a solid AR that had decent damage and range. We got a variant of it with the Holger in Modern Warfare 2019, but it was an LMG and it took a lot of leveling up to get to the stage of a G36. It was an iconic gun, especially in COD 4 where you'd use it a number of times in the campaign. It was pretty useful in the multiplayer too. Not quite as good as the AK or the M4, but I think it was probably 3rd or 4th best. Just thinking about it now, I'm really surprised we've only seen it twice, or 3 times if you count the 2019 one. It deserves love and I think another version of it in the latest Modern Warfare 2 would please a lot of fans. Number 5. The TAR-21. One of the most underrated guns of any COD game, the TAR-21 was potentially the second best assault rifle in the OG Modern Warfare 2, just behind the TheACR. Although it's widely used by the Russians in the campaign, the TAR is actually an Israeli gun. There's just something cool about it and I can't really put my finger on it. It's a cult classic within the COD community and I'm sure there'd be a lot of people happy to see its return. Although I want absolutely nothing to change about this gun. I feel it would be perfectly balanced in the current Warzone and would give any gun a run for its money. I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I really like the Mars sight on the TAR. Don't get me wrong, the iron sights were close to perfection, but the Mars was a good substitute. I feel like this doesn't get the love it deserves. It was completely overshadowed by the TheACR, so now it should get a second chance to shine. Number 4. The MP44. This is an interesting one. A lot of you probably forgot the MP44 was ever a gun in COD 4, but this thing hit harder than a Gamma Ray Mike Tyson. The MP44 is basically the STG. You know, the first successful assault rifle made by the Germans in World War II. It was the granddaddy of all ARs. The issue with it in COD 4 is that you couldn't customise it at all. I mean, not a single attachment. So with Modern Warfare 2's customisation options, it will be interesting to see what could be done with it. The recoil was fairly high, so slapping a few attachments on that bad boy would make it a fine addition to the already stacked arsenal. We got to see what an STG was like in Warzone with the Vanguard version, and it fared well. So who wouldn't want to see it return? With the damage already at a good level, some decent range and recoil control could even give the TAC 56 a run for its money. I am slightly biased with this though, as I am a World War II nerd. That's what happens men after you have your midlife crisis. You either really get into world wars or model trains, and I had my midlife crisis at 12 years old. But hey, at least I'm not into model trains. Number 3, the XM25. Speaking of a gun that nobody remembers, I bring to you the XM25. One of the worst guns to appear in a COD game, but still not as bad as the China Lake. We first get to use the XM in the first level of Modern Warfare 3, where it's pretty efficient at dispatching groups of enemies, but that's where its usefulness runs out. Going into multiplayer with this thing plays a lot differently. You couldn't even explode a red barrel with it, and anyone who got hit by it only felt a slight breeze in their face. However, I think it would be a monster in Warzone as a vehicle killer. Basically like an RPG, with more accuracy and less reload time. A big buff in damage to vehicles would pluck all those pesky pavelos from the sky. Not only that, but the XM had the capability of setting the range at which it detonates, meaning you can force people out of cover while your mate sprays them with one of the other guns already mentioned on this list. It would add a new dimension to the game, and if used in the right way could help squads to a victory. As underwhelming as it was in Modern Warfare 3, I think it could do a job in the new Modern Warfare 2. Number 2, the Model 1887s. This would just be funny, wouldn't it? Well, it'd be funny for the person using it. The other guy who just beat in a sniping match wouldn't be as amused. Everyone knows of the devastation that the pre-patch models caused. There's a landfill full to the brim of broken controllers thanks to these. Just imagine them in Warzone. Gone will be the days of Fenix and Kastovs or Lockmans. The big poppin' models are here and they're ready to ruin your life worse than bad financial decisions. Half you watching will either recoil in horror at the sight of the models, while the other half will have an evil grin on your face. The Victus wouldn't stand a chance against them, and good luck trying to drive away because these things could probably explode a car in one hit. Thinking about it now, I probably don't want these things back because I know I'd be screwed over in every game, but part of me wants them back just to live that experience once again. Number 1, the ACR. Is the ACR the best gun in Call of Duty history? It certainly has a case. This monster was the weapon of choice for any sweat in Modern Warfare 2. Of course, always paired with a grenade launcher, danger close and one-man army. This is the type of gun that has enough power to kick you out of your house, sleep with your wife and have your kids call it dad. Imagine the ACR back at its best in the latest Modern Warfare 2. Forget about any gun you've ever used, you may as well pair it with a riot shield for maximum sweatiness. It can take out enemies close range and long range thanks to the devs for getting the set of value on the recoil modifier. The poor gulaggers looking for a second chance would be sent right back to where they came. Kids these days don't know the power that came from wielding the ACR. It's like having Thanos' gauntlet on one hand and a lightsaber in the other, all the while wearing the one true ring. I'd love a game mode where we get all the guns from the previous Modern Warfares with completely unaltered stats. I still think the ACR would come out on top. So that was the list. Any other guns you'd like to see make a comeback in Modern Warfare 2? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to respond to you. I'm always up for a good discussion. If you liked my video, why not subscribe and help me grow big enough to have a boxing match that no one cares about. Anyway, I have been Lenny, and I'll see you next time.